This month, we will be focusing on the spiritual discipline of prayer. As Pastor Chris talked about in his sermon on prayer, prayer is one of the greatest things we can do in our Christian life, but it is also one of the hardest things to excel at. I would guess that very few of us feel like we have made it when it comes to prayer. And the reality is that prayer, like any other discipline, takes work and practice. It is, in fact, a discipline that we have to work at and put effort into. You see, the road to delighting in prayer is the duty of prayer. It is praying when we feel like it and when we don't. It is praying when we know it's making a difference and when we wonder if it's doing anything at all. You see, the funny thing about prayer, different from some of the other disciplines, is that we have a tendency to think that we should be naturally good at it. And because of this, we get discouraged quickly when prayer doesn't seem as exciting or easy. As Donald Whitney says in his book, Praying the Bible, the reason we often don't feel like praying is because when we do pray, we tend to just say the same old things about the same old things. We bore ourselves because we don't put the work into improving and practicing our prayer lives. And we just end up saying the same old things about the same old things over and over. So this month, we invite you to dive in and to work to develop this discipline together. Linked below, you will find a prayer guide from an organization called Practicing the Way. And I would encourage you to read the entire guide and then follow along week by week. Each week, we will focus on a different aspect or type of prayer. The weeks are broken up into small, bite-sized ways that we can grow in the practice of prayer. We'll start with talking to God, and then we'll move to talking with God, listening to God, and working towards being with God. I invite you to commit to working on the discipline of prayer this month together with us, Foothill Church. May we put in the work of prayer so that our time in prayer can become a delight, knowing that the Lord is faithful to listen to us and draws near to us as we call out to Him.